Birdman for Birdman on the Mountain. Time for another community shout here, hanging out in Birdman Media Studios. Hello to everybody on WMI TV, also with Sholo TV. And I hope everybody's okay. So we record this on Tuesday, and then it posts on Thursday. Not sure how much weather we got. We got some over Monday and Tuesday. Well, Tuesday's looks like it's thawing out a little bit. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully everybody's good. And, of course, watch the Birdman Media Facebook page, WMI Facebook page as well for all the updates on road conditions, stuff like that, if you got that going on. Starting off with me this morning, I've got Malaina Spillman. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So I had fun being a chili judge.
Yeah.
That was a blast.
There was some really good chili. I was very impressed.
And
even the vegetarian was really good, and I'm not a vegetarian
kudos
person.
to that was Summit
Yes.
Healthcare. Yeah. So they did great. And they were the only entry in it, so I can name them out. I don't know who won the other one, so I didn't see the update.
Oh, okay. So I have to think off the top of my head. For traditional, I believe was Bilby's Interior was our first place winner. And then for home style, it was the Cowboy Way. John
Leach Jr.
Yep.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
Very good.
So but everybody that was there, had some
so the
great
Cowboys won the chili stuff.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I was making a joke about the fact that, the weather's always funny during the Winterfest. And I'm like, if you want winter weather, if you want snow, just call it Springfest.
Exactly. Exactly. Then we'll get a ton of snow and
so cool stuff.
So
hey, so tell me what's happening with the town and what's going on.
So our next big thing will be our 4th annual White Mountain Youth Skills Basketball
Program. Too many words in that. Yeah.
Way too many. I did not come up with that name. It's open to any team from anywhere that wants to come and play. It's girls and boys, not co-ed, girls teams or boys teams.
Oh, okay, cool.
3rd grade and 4th grade is one division, and then 5th grade and 6th grade is another division. So you can register online at Pinetop Lakeside az.gov. Call me at my office if you want any more information. It is absolutely free. There's no charge.
Oh, wow.
So just want to have a fun event for the youth to come and play.
Do they need to buy uniforms and stuff like that?
Yeah, they need to have some sort of
at
least matching shirts with some numbers on them so that the refs can, keep track of fouls.
Which team,
yeah, all that. And then, of course, it's a double elimination tournament. And, of course, the first place of each division will get some prizes. But in the past, they've just gotten one trophy. But we're going to change it up this year. So all the kids that are participating on the winning team get a little memento to take home with them.
Very good.
For their win.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Okay. Anything else going on?
Then we have the Tillman Honor Run coming up as well. And you can register for that on, I believe it's tillman.org or pattillman.org or Pat's Run.
Okay.
And you can register for that. That is going to be April 14th. And starting off the same place that we had it last year, right there at Mountain Meadow, running down Woodland Road and up through Woodland Hills Subdivision and then back. We'll have the after party right there at Mountain Meadow. We've got a great new tent that we're going to set up, and we'll just have a lot of fun. So look for that.
I've got to believe, with the attendance that came out of it last year, I've got to believe that at some point in the future, you're going to have a cutoff number for the number of people being able to be involved.
Yeah, this year might be that year. So register now, just in case.
Very good.
But yeah, last year I think we had 114-ish. It was over 100 runners. So for the first year, the goal was 50, and we blew that out of the water. So, yeah. And then right after that is our Easter egg hunt. Yeah, we're making a few little changes because there's going to be some construction at Mountain Meadow Park, but it'll still be at Mountain Meadow, and we're going to have a bigger Easter egg hunt for the older kids, so they're not just
very cool
going out there and picking up eggs. They actually have to go and hunt and find them.
Gotta hunt and find them. Good stuff.
Yeah, and if you're interested in donating any Easter baskets or prizes for that, we'd love to take them and give your business a little credit for helping us out.
Very cool. Awesome. And then, of course, we had a meeting the other day talking about balloons.
Yes.
And Balloon Fest, hopefully in June.
Yep.
We got to get weather to cooperate, and the biggest thing is wind, I guess. So
yes.
They can only, if it's 10 miles or above, they don't fly.
They won't fly. They might tether, depending on the pilot.
I just think we're going to have a lot of tethered balloons. That's all I think.
As long as we have some balloons, I think is the biggest thing.
We have windmills up here, so yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's windy all the time. So
unfortunately.
So
yeah.
pray for a calm day to see balloons fly.
Yes.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And if you're interested in the balloon festival, you can contact myself or Tony Alba at the town, and we'd be happy to answer any questions.
Yeah, and they're approaching it differently this year. And we're going to be talking to some of the people that are going to be involved in it. It's going to be a community balloon fest, which is differently than the commercial type balloon fest that they tried the last time. So it's going to be completely different. So those of you out there that went to that one and were like, well, maybe not as impressed as you thought you were going to be. And of course, it poured down rain too, and it was cold. But there's some changes coming to that, and it's significantly different, which I didn't even know there was a difference. So
yeah,
cool.
It's going to be a lot more community friendly, like you said, and
right.
community oriented, and just being able to create a fun event for all the families and people to come and enjoy.
Biggest thing I can tell you is the tethered rides, which were a cost last time, will be free.
Zero.
So line up, get and up and down. So probably be more than one. So that's very cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it'll be a good day.
Malaina Spillman with Town of Pinetop Lakeside. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, hanging out here still in the studio, and now joining with me, I've got Mr. Kirk Webb with the Timber Mesa
Fire Medical District.
I went all the way back to Sholo for some reason.
Man. Well, we do cover that area.
Yeah,
so
Sholo, right? Pinetop, Lakeside. Oh, yeah, all over the place.
Yeah, and even now White Mountain Lakes.
White Mountain Lakes has joined as part of that. It was a merger, right?
Yes.
Cool. So, we've got these forums. We talk about people driving, and I have a dash cam now, which is funny because I got yelled at for holding my cell phone to take videos, and then the lady came back and went, "Oh no, that's a dash cam." I'm like, "That's right."
It's like I'm not holding that and doing this number.
There's this thing. It's the throttle. Some people call it the gas.
Right.
That controls the speed at which your tires start to turn. Right. It's kind of important right now, isn't it?
Yeah, well, and I don't know how many people know that you don't want to set your cruise control when the roads are wet.
Oh, go into that a little bit.
Because what happens is when you have your cruise control set and it hits a patch of ice or water or something like that and it loses traction, well, it tries to maintain that speed, so therefore the engine speeds up, which causes the transmission to go faster, which causes your tires to go faster, then you hydroplane or spin out of control.
Spin out of control, yeah.
So don't use your cruise control when it's wet or slick out there.
So I don't know who it was, but somebody ended up over here in the ditch.
I saw that picture on Facebook.
So it was weird because actually I was coming down the road, I saw them, and I thought they made the turn, but looks like they didn't. I heard fire coming in. I heard the sirens and everything. All of a sudden they stopped. I'm like, going, wow, I wonder where that's at. Then I saw the picture later.
It's like, oh, that was right there.
So bummer.
But it didn't look like it was anything that caused injuries or anything like that. Just kind of got high centered in that nice big huge ditch that we got out here from alongside the highway. So luckily in that situation it wasn't catastrophic or a tragedy. Just get your vehicle stuck. Now you got to get it out, which then causes other backup problems and issues. But
so more embarrassment than anything, right?
And honestly, yeah, exactly. But it's like, when we get these storms like this, why can't people just slow down, take it a little easy, and maintain distance? I think that's one thing people try to crowd too much, and I think we've gotten the habit of. Well,
I kind of blame the auto traction control, the four-wheel drive, and the whole ABS braking,
right?
As a lot of it, because people really kind of lost the skill sets of understanding what happens,
right?
And I saw a guy in the Jeep pull out in front of me and literally went around in circles twice. And it was like, well, if you let off your throttle at that, during any point in the time of spin, it'll stop moving. But
right. And turn your wheels into the skid.
Yeah.
Things like that, yeah. No, we're not all professional drivers out there.
Nope.
Pretty obvious. But, it's like for the majority of people out there driving, they do take their time and they are safe. It's the occasional one that's just thinks that because they have all those things with their car, thinks that, oh, well, I can just go as fast as I want and I'll be able to stop when I want.
So time, which equals space.
Right.
So give yourself, just slow down, which gives you more time to react to things.
Right.
And give yourself more space between cars and distances.
Yeah. Well, and I think people don't really understand crash forces.
No.
So I know when we're talking with car seat safety and, given our car seat class and things like that, we talk about crash forces, and it's weight times speed equals your crash force. So just a simple example, because we talk about, because here we're dealing with young children and infants and whatnot. And, years ago, mom used to hold the baby on their
Right.
lap, right? So I give the example of, so just imagine a 30-pound baby trying to hold a 30-pound baby. Now, if you're in a 20-mile-an-hour crash into a brick wall, so you're going to take 20 times 30, which equals 600 pounds. Can that mom hold 600 pounds from flying into the dash or the windshield?
Right.
You know, I can't hold 600 pounds. So sorry, I ain't happening. So, you know, so understanding crash forces is huge. And I think once they actually take that simple equation there and realize that, oh, so just imagine a 200-pound person
Right.
at 20 miles an hour. Now what is that? That's 4,000 pounds, right? So you can imagine the force, why seat belts are important, things like that.
Yep. So, and those are built to withhold that kind of weight.
Correct. And a lot of people don't realize, say you've been in a crash like that and your seatbelt has sustained significant crash forces, those need to be replaced.
Right.
If you're going to get your car fixed, have the or whoever's doing the repairs. And in a lot of cases, some of our guys will actually cut the seatbelt if they've been in a significant crash. So that forces them to replace those seatbelts. Because you don't know the next time you might be in a crash, are those seatbelts going to work?
Right.
They may fail because they've already been stressed to their limit. So just some interesting points. You know.
Very good. Awesome. Anything else that we should be aware of?
You know, this weekend we got this big storm coming up. In fact, some of the predictions that I saw in there is like up to 36 inches of snow.
We'll see, right?
Yeah, you know, I've heard that before, but you know, it's actually been quite some time since we've had some significant snowstorms like this. Last year we had nothing. You know, I think we had a little spit every once in a while.
Right.
But now we're talking, you know, this storm we just had now, and some others earlier in the year, and now this one projected to be quite significant.
Right.
You know, and that's typically when we get those big storms is later in the winter type of deal. That I mean, I remember back in I think it was 2006, we had that storm in May.
Right.
Dumped 3 feet of snow. You know, it melted off rather quickly, but during that time frame, you know, so are you prepared? Do you have food at your house? Because what if you get locked in? What if the electricity, because there's a very good chance electricity could get shut off because of power lines and trees down and things like that. We had some in this last storm, you know. So are you prepared to maybe stay in your house for a day or 2 or 3 with some food and water and warmth? Because if you think about it, if the electricity goes out and all you have is a furnace, it's not going to work so well with with no electricity.
You can hear them plowing snow behind us right now. Hear the turbo spinning up to get the truck moving. Yeah.
Clean it up before the next one comes in.
Yeah, it's pretty much a good idea. And if you clean it off now, the sun will actually help dry it out and get it so that you don't have an ice base underneath what you've got already. So
yeah, trying to shovel them frozen tracks that you made. Yeah, it's not so fun.
No, not at all. Cool. So, hey, thank you very much for your time. It's Kirk Webb, of course, with the Timber Mesa Fire and Medical District. Yeah. And glad to see you guys are out there and helping us and supporting what needs to be done. And remember, I want to mention one other thing.
Yeah.
If you don't need the fire district to come and help you out in a certain situation and it's not an emergency, and maybe sometimes you might call in the summer or something like that, this is the time to lay low on that and relax and let them go out and handle all the real super emergencies that are going on.
Right, because during big storms like that we typically do get more calls for service, and and we are happy to get out and help. And but like you said, we still need to maintain availability for those true emergencies.
Yeah.
But we still will respond to every call that comes in.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean that if you think something's bad, definitely call them. But the people I'm talking to know who they are.
Right, exactly.
Very cool. Hey, thanks again.
Thank you very much.
Hey, that's going to be it for this week's Community Shout here from Birdman Media. I just want to remind everybody, if you want to come in, talk about an event, activity that you have that's going on in the community, it's free for you to do so. It's every Tuesday at 10 a.m. that we record them. They post on Thursdays, so give yourself about a week or two to promote your event. If you have any questions, you can contact me, rob@birdman.media, and or you can call me. So go to the website, birdman.media. There's a link there to give you a telephone number and or contact for me. Contact me on Facebook page. You can contact me on YouTube page. I don't care. I'll eventually get back to you. I'm Birdman, and I want to remind everyone, if I don't see you around town, I'll catch you right here on the web.